Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I said hey.
Hey.
Welcome back to my channel.
Hey girl.
Hey y'all, I'm Jazmyn W. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Y'all know I like to jump right into it, but first, I must let you know that my podcast, Jazmyn Gives Bad Advice, is back and here on YouTube. I know it's a little late today, but don't worry, it's coming. Anyway, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And y'all know I love to shout out a black business every single time I go live. Today I'm wearing Boss Up Cosmetics lip gloss. I do have like a dark lip liner on it, but I'm wearing their pumpkin spice lip gloss, and I was really inspired by Boss Up Cosmetics because this is ran and owned by a teenager and her family. She started making lip glosses years ago, and it kind of blew off because her lip glosses are bomb. And I will admit, I'm looking very cute in it, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and put the TikTok so you can see how she makes her lip glosses below. It's black and Hispanic owned, so please check it out, okay? We love a family business, honey. Anyway, let's get into this Married at First Sight reaction of Decision Day. I don't have many notes. That's why I wanted to do a video on this reaction and not go live, because it really wasn't that much for me to say, to be honest. So look, y'all know on my channel we always start with the most boring couple. Okay, let's get into it. And yes, I'm missing a nail. Don't worry about all of that. Okay, focus on what I'm talking about. Anyway,
them flowers gonna poke you in the eye.
Let's start with light skin Keisha and turtleneck Nate.
Tommy. Oh.
Okay. First of all, they went over the rundown of what we've already seen on all the couples, right? Nate said that, you know, he feared that he'll never be good enough for light-skinned Keisha. And the reality is that's a valid fear, because light-skinned Keisha ain't gonna be happy regardless.
Yeah, it don't matter who she marry.
But at the end of the day, it's not you, Nate, it's her.
Yep.
So you might as well go and stick beside her. And that's what he chose to do. He said yes on decision day. He said, of course I want to be married to you. You're everything that I asked for. And you happen to be black.
Girl.
Anyway, he didn't say that, but I said that. And he was like, damn, I ain't know a black woman could be everything I asked for, shouty. Okay.
Surprised the hell out of him.
I'm just kidding. I kid.
Yeah, we kidding.
Dang, calm down. Anyway, I thought it was really odd that light-skinned Keisha was like, I went back and forth on this decision day. I had a hard time deciding whether I wanted to say yes or no. I thought about your anger. I thought about the rejection. I thought about the lack of communication. I thought about the
dookie. The toilet seat.
I can't read my own notes. I thought about the mommy issues and the way that you view me as your mom. I thought about the compensation because you don't make as much as me. I thought about the condensation because, girl.
Okay, let's just move on.
Do you want to be with the man or not? You bringing up all the negatives. Even though Nate said that she was kind of cold and she could be condescending, these were truths. But light-skinned Keisha saying that Nate was angry and he rejected her and had poor communication, I don't agree with any of those things. I don't agree he was angry. I don't think we saw him get angry for real anytime during his season. I don't think he rejected her at any point. In fact, she rejected him more than he rejected her. And I don't think he has communication issues. I thought he communicated fairly well.
Right.
Better than she did. Because she kept saying, but you don't love me. But you don't love me. But you don't love me. I don't want to be in a loveless marriage every night I had to fight. Okay. Girl, the man has known you for 2 months. Nate said the pros exceed the negatives, and light-skinned Keisha said, well, they was about the same for me. Anyway, she said she's a rational person and she wasn't hopeful, but at the end of the day, she's resilient and she's not gonna run. And so she decides to say yes on decision day, and she gave her husband the tiniest kiss I've ever seen.
Tiny.
And Dr. Pepper was crying. I said, baby, why you crying, Dr. Pepper? What was sweet about this? What was sweet about somebody saying they almost said no?
Nothing at all.
And saying she resilient. I'm a strong black woman. I'm resilient. We need to let that go, black women. I'm tired of being resilient. Honey, I'm fragile at this point.
Okay.
I'm fragile. Handle me with care, honey, because I could go off. I could snap. You seen Snapped on Lifetime or whatever? Come on. Baby, I could snap. I could lose my cool. I'm about to have a mental breakdown, honey. I'm tired of being resilient.
I'm crying now.
I'm trying to be resistant at this point. Hell, resistant to the bullshit. Anyway.
Okay.
I wrote down that I personally don't believe Stacia and Nate are gonna last. I just don't feel a spark between them.
Yeah.
There's no spark between them to me. I feel like they
loveless
are a good example of a couple just saying, you know what, let's just stop here because I think this is fine.
Yeah, that's good.
But I don't know. What do I know? I'm not there. So maybe the spark and the love between them will really, really grow over time. I just don't know if I see any real spark.
And you need spark, honey. That's how you get it popping.
Anyway, let's move on to the next couple, okay? Let's move on to Miguel and Lindy.
Oh, Lord.
Miguel said that he likes Lindy's personality and her sexuality. Anyway, Lindy came out in a green metallic dress. I wrote down the green metallic dress honestly clashed with the organic background of this very peaceful winery that they were at.
Right. You looked a mess.
You brought an artificial looking element into this beautifully organic background. I would have worn something cream or something floral, something very brunch worthy. But you know, Lindy don't know what to wear. Anyway.
She really don't.
She wasn't even allowed to wear dresses growing up. So how do I expect her to know? Lindy said yes. And, you know, I'm surprised she didn't laugh. I'm surprised she didn't say, yes.
Girl.
And Miguel ended up saying, I'm the man by your side. Be my Lindy till I died. If you call, I'm gonna ride. When we kick it, I'm gonna slide through with you forever.
My boo.
He didn't say all that, but my rhyme was better than his. But I was just trying to get y'all to see how his rhyme was. Anyway, I don't know if y'all noticed that Lindy pulled out a red flag here at the end. She said, you know, when they were packing up to move to their own place or whatever, she was like, I love scratchers. She's talking about scratch off lottery tickets. She's like, I love scratchers. I usually buy them when I'm unhappy, but now I'm happy and I'm scratching one off. Excuse me, did you just admit that you have a gambling problem when you get depressed?
Yeah, she did. She did.
Did you just say you gamble when you get unhappy? That's terrible. That's terrible. Like, that's a bad habit. And Miguel was like,
He got scared.
Anyway. At the end of the day, we knew Miguel and Lindy were going to say yes because Miguel want to be with her so bad and she need health insurance. So, yeah. I got a feeling eventually Lindy going to be a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, and Miguel going to be sad.
What you think? Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to Mitch and Krysten. Mitch and Krysten. Or should I say Mitch and Desperado.
Okay.
Oh, not a problem. I don't know the rest. But,
Desperate Debbie.
child, anyway.
Desperate Diana.
Mitch and Krysten, we did a flashback over Mitch and Kristen's relationship. And Krysten wondered, when am I gonna stop compromising? When am I going to stop having to compromise? You mean when are you gonna stop settling?
Desperate Dee.
You decide when you stop compromising, Krysten. Ain't nobody forcing you to compromise.
Right.
This is up to you. Why are you compromising?
She asking us like we got something to do with it.
Ask yourself, look in the mirror and ask yourself why you keep compromising, okay? Mitch told Krysten the day before decision day, I do love you. I want you to know that. But also said Krysten wasn't my type. But I managed to love her anyway somehow.
In despite of.
Thought she was ugly. But you know what? I worked through that. Managed to love her. Mitch did guess, though, that Krysten was going to come in a red or orange dress. And she did. As soon as they sat down, Mitch started talking about how he felt and, all of this stuff. He started talking about how he was infested or digested or congested or something. I don't know, child. But anyway, Krysten got teary-eyed.
Infested?
At this point, Krysten just loves to hear complimentary things about herself. I feel like Krysten was not praised or given enough complimentary words or positive affirmations as a child, because anytime Mitch says anything nice about her, she melts as if her whole world has been changed and everything is all good. It's like, baby, you need to look in the mirror in the morning and do some positive affirmations. If hearing somebody else say, you know what, you're a pretty cool person, makes you feel like you want to stay in a relationship with them, even though they think you ugly, you need to really tap into that and figure out why that is.
Low self-esteem.
Because that somebody saying you got pretty feet, but your face is you got the face of a bulldog is not complimentary enough for you to be considering staying with them.
Woof, woof, woof.
Anyway, at the end of the day, Mitch told Krysten, I don't like you as much as you deserve. You deserve somebody who really, really loves you. And while I love you, as a friend, as a sister, I don't love you like that. I know we had sex a few times, but it's because I hadn't had sex in a year and a half. What did you expect me to do?
Duh.
My mom said that Mitch should not have slept with Krysten unless he knew that he had feelings for her or wanted to be with her. My dad told my mama, it don't work like that. Then my mama said, how you know how it worked?
Right.
Anyway, after Mitch told Krysten, I don't like you as much as you deserve for your husband to like you. You know what my answer would have been? Thank you very much. I appreciate you being honest. Have a good life.
Bye.
You know what Krysten's answer was? Krysten said,
please.
You know what? This has been so nice. And I agree that I deserve somebody who really likes me. But you know what? I think it could be you later on. I think because this is going so well, you might like me later and we might be able to revisit this. And Mitch is like this.
What do I say? What do I say?
Because he just told you he didn't like you and don't want to be with you and think you ugly and he don't want to be with you and he love you like a sister and your feet stink. And you still talking about who knows where this could go. It ain't going nowhere. It's not going anywhere, okay? It ain't going nowhere. The train is not leaving the station, honey. And I guess the train is not leaving the station in your head either because you just don't know how to be rejected. That's probably why you spent your whole life savings on a wedding that never happened because he was probably trying to break up with you and you kept on buying flowers.
Right.
I wrote down, Krysten, let this man go. Let him free. Damn. Shoot. Let Kunta Kinte live.
Right. Freely.
Jeez Louise. She said, Krysten said, we have potential in the future. Where? Why do you keep saying y'all have a future together? Or you never know what happens. I wrote down, Mitch don't want Krysten. He don't want to be with you. He don't want you. Okay? Anyway, at the end of the episode, Mitch and Krysten sat down with the other couples. And the other couples were like, yeah, maybe, you never know. Maybe da-da-da-da-da. And Mitch was like, no, the door is closed. Let's not reopen it. Why are we doing this? And then when they got back to the apartment, Krysten tried to get upset at him just telling the truth. A lot of times people, specifically men, tell you the truth and you ignore it. Ignore the truth. Like, what's wrong with us? A man just sat there and told you what he wanted or didn't want. He said he don't want to be with you. And you still talking about, well, I was shocked last night because, the real Mitch came out and I saw that he didn't want to be with me. And, I just was caught off guard. Why? He said no on decision day. And Mitch told you, yeah, I don't know why all the women were like, oh, maybe it could turn into this. And then I'm the bad guy because I have to tell you again that I don't want to be with you.
Yeah, you ugly.
I understood 100% where Mitch was coming from. I told you I didn't want you once. I told you I didn't want you twice. I told you I didn't want you 3 times. You talking about the door still open. I say I shut the door and I'm the bad guy.
Right.
No, baby. Mitch is not the bad guy at this point. You need to move on. Jeez Louise, girl. The man don't want ya. Okay? He don't want ya. I need to put that on the shirt. He don't want ya. But shirts are bad for the environment, as Mitch could probably tell you. Anyway, let's move on to the final couple, Justin and Alexis. And we're not even going to talk about being in the nurse, honey, because why?
Yeah.
Justin and Alexis. Justin and Alexis, honey. The first thing I wrote down for Alexis was body yada 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 body yada 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 body crazy curvy waist big little way. Cause the dress is giving body. It's giving chocolate gaudy body. That's what it was giving, okay? And I said, go ahead, Alexis, hell, girl. Anyway, Justin said one of his things that he was concerned about was the fact that Alexis was not attracted to him sexually, and she not. Alexis said during decision day, we got some work to do. Sexually in the bedroom. And Dr. Pepper said, well, what does that mean? And she said, we got some work to do. Do you want me to embarrass this man? Let's keep it simple. We got some work to do. Justin said he didn't have a problem. He enjoyed the intimacy. Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. Since it was your first time. A lot of y'all in the comments said y'all thought Justin was a virgin. He confused being a virgin and celibate.
He might be, hell.
And maybe he did, hell. Anyway, Justin said yes on decision day. Alexis said yes on decision day. But why did Alexis say this? She pulled out her long letter, talk about how she went back and forth about it, and then she said, I decided to say yes. They didn't hold hands. They didn't kiss. They didn't smile. Nothing. They did a handshake is what I wrote down. Who the hell decides they want to spend the rest of their life with somebody and handshake on it?
Trump and Melania.
Child, anyway, Justin, immediately after the decision, they did an interview. Justin said he's afraid that after decision day, Alexis was going to quit. Basically just not take it seriously and just quit. And Alexis was like, I don't know why you are saying that I'm going to quit. I just said yes. And he's like, yeah, but I'm afraid that you're going to quit and we're going to have an argument right after decision day. And she's like, well, now we are having an argument after decision day. He's like, yeah, this was my fear and da-da-da-da-da. And then they got into a little argument. And then he was like, so do you want to quit now? He's like, did you change your mind about what you were thinking? She's like, no, Justin. If I was married to Justin, that's exactly how I'd be acting.
You wouldn't be married to Justin.
Justin be like, well, what do you want to eat for dinner? I'd be like, I don't know, Justin. Justin be like, well, do you want to go on a date? I'd be like, I don't care, Justin. Well, do you want to be with me forever?
No, Justin.
I don't know, Justin. I don't know. Like, girl, she tired. She tired of this. She tired of him. She tired of everybody at this point. Alexis asked Justin, have you ever broken up with somebody? He said, yes. She said, well, then did you quit on that relationship? He was like, no, I didn't quit, but yeah, I did quit. You can't ask Justin to critically think.
Right.
Let's stop. Anytime you decide, you know what, this is the end of the road for me in this relationship, this job, you quit. What's the problem? What's the problem, Alexis, with Justin saying that you are quitting? Because when you decide, you know what, this is the end of the road for us. I have quit. I quit putting in effort. I quit working at that job. I quit that friendship. I quit that extracurricular activity I was doing. I quit. I stopped doing it because I no longer had an interest. It no longer served me. I no longer wanted to put in the effort. I was no longer getting out of it what I used to get out of it. What's the problem with him saying that you quit?
Right.
You put in as much effort as you were willing to put in. I think we should stop apologizing when we are done putting in effort and putting in energy into jobs, relationships, friendships, all of that. If it comes to an end of the road, it came to an end of the road and I stopped. I decided to stop right here. It's okay, Alexis. Especially with Justin. Hell, I quit after a day with him. Hell. Anyway.
An hour.
Justin and Alexis really believe that they love each other. I wrote down that this isn't love. This is not love. This is, I don't even know what this is. This is pity is what it seemed more like to me. Because when all the couple, yeah. Because when all the couples got together, they started to argue again. Justin was like, oh, my fear happened. We said yes on the decision day. Then we got into a huge blow up, a huge argument. And then, or I think Alexis said it was a huge argument. And then Justin was like, well, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. And she's like, you know what? I'm done.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I don't want to be married no more. She didn't want to marry him to begin with. She didn't want to stay married to begin with. I don't know why she said yes. I don't know if she got a $100 bonus or a little $1,000 bonus for saying yes. I don't know why she said yes. She should have said no from the jump. I don't know what this was about. I think maybe they just wanted a more dramatic ending and maybe gave her $1,500 or something. I don't know. But then the next day she apologized for the way that she said it in front of everybody. She said she felt embarrassed and mortified, and Justin cried.
Per usual.
I guess his feelings were hurt. But at the end of the day, if you are in a relationship with somebody and you keep telling them, I don't know if you want to be with me. I don't know if you want to be with me. Do you want to be with me? Do you want to be with me? Are you going to cheat on me? Do you want to be with me? Eventually, they're not going to want to be with you. Because, honey, you ever been somewhere with your mama and she be like, try this. And you be like, no, try this. Go ahead, taste it. Taste it. Go ahead, taste it. Mama, I don't want none. I don't want none. And eventually, you really don't want none at that point. Hell, I'm not even going to try it to satisfy you. I'm just going to leave it alone. Hell. And that's how Justin did Alexis. He's like, do you want to be with me? Please be with me. Come on, take a little bit of this whack D.
Girl.
Take a little bit of this whack D and see if you want to be with me. And she was like, hell no. Anyway, I want to know what y'all think. Hopefully, I covered all the points I wanted to cover and all the highlights because, you know, y'all be down into the details, but we was into the details all season. And if you still here and you ain't subscribed to my channel, you a hater at this point. Can I wrap up the video?
Like, right.
Can I wrap up this video? Can I wrap up this video? Yeah.